Hey YouTube, Opinionative Reviewer here, bringing you guys a video on PreviewMaker. It's in the ModMyi repo for $1.99. And basically what PreviewMaker allows you to do, as you can see, it has an app there, but I'm going to go into my Photos app. It allows you to create beautiful iPhone previews. So normally you see this a lot with themers, mostly you see it on blogs where they go ahead and they put a screenshot, like I took a screenshot and they put it inside like an iPhone, I don't know what you want to call it, frame, I guess an iPhone frame, and that's basically what this allows you to do. And you guys can see I actually created a few of them right here, and I'm going to go ahead and go through the app and show you guys how to do it while going through the features. Now first of all, when you purchase it from the ModMyi, when you install it, you're going to see the app right here. You just go ahead and you touch on this app. It's super simple to use. If you want to go, if you can also, when you first launch it, it's going to bring up a little quick tips. I recommend that you go ahead and you read through that. It's about 6 different slides or whatever, but first of all, let's go ahead and go through it. Now you have a bottom menu down here. Oh, I have Zephyr installed. You have a bottom menu down here that you could go ahead and actually slide up, and I think I'm gonna have to disable Zephyr for this. Okay, so now that I have Zephyr disabled, I had to disable Zephyr because you have to actually swipe from the bottom like this and use that, because that's the main bar that you're gonna have to use for the options. You can go ahead and you can select from either a white or a black iPhone. It's a matter of preference, whichever one you want to go ahead and select from. And the first thing you have to do is just touch on any of them, whichever you select, and you're gonna go ahead and select a photo. But before I do that, you guys can actually see I have my OpinionativeReviewer watermark there. That's a feature. You can also put your default watermark. I'm going to talk about that. So let's go ahead and touch on it. And you go into your photos, and I'm going to go ahead and select a photo of a babe. I've been doing screenshots of team, but I'm feeling kind of naughty, so let's go ahead and select a photo of a babe. Yeah, that's pretty sexy right there. If you select a photo and it's not a screenshot, it's not the size of a screenshot, it's going to pop up and give you a message, and you can select use anyway. I just recommend using photos of screenshots. So this is actually a photo. I just went in my photo app and screenshot it, so it's a perfect size. And you can go ahead and configure this a bit. So I can go into my options right here. You can go ahead and take the opacity of the iPhone glare, or you could just go ahead and take off the glare, so you see no glares there. I'm just gonna leave it like that. You can adjust that. This is what I told you guys about the watermark, so I can go ahead and put the watermark. From time you enable this, it's gonna go ahead and actually use the default watermark of PreviewMaker, but you can scroll down. You could go ahead and set your own watermark. So you could go ahead and you set a portrait, and you could go ahead and select from your photos. I already did that. I also did the landscape as well, or you could do the default image. You could go ahead and configure the opacity of it, so it depends on how you want it to see, and that's basically it. So every time you open up the app, you're gonna see your default image in there, just like how you see. That's my default watermark. As you guys can see, this feature here isn't up yet, so I guess it's gonna be iPod Touch as well, and probably iPad, so they're working on that. And also they're also working on this. It has image chat upload, so you could go ahead and turn that on. I have that off. It also has Dropbox, so I can go ahead and log into my Dropbox. I always love when tweaks have Dropbox support. You can go ahead and use album folder. That's the album, the folder that you guys see in my album for PreviewMaker. That's the one that I'm using for this. And this is the quick tip one I was telling you guys about. You could go ahead and check out. You have your support, credits, license, etc., etc. Most of the boring stuff down there. But let's go back out here and bring back up this menu. Now there's something called stored right there, which I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that. But first, let's just go ahead and save the image. That's basically it. It's done right there. So I could go ahead and just go ahead and hit save my image. So let's go ahead and bring that up. I can save it to the custom folder. I can save it in stored, which I'm going to save it inside the stored. I can also bring that back up that menu, save it to my camera roll, which I'm going to save it to my camera roll, and I can remove the image if I want to go ahead and start over. So let's go ahead and check out stored. So I'm going to pull up stored. It's showing me that it's in my camera roll, and it's a little bit buggy right now because you guys can see that sticks there for me sometimes, but I'm glad it went away. I didn't have to cut that out the video. But right here you guys can see I have a ton of different ones I've stored in here, which I love how this the UI and stuff is awesome because the guys that made it are both teamers, so the UI is freaking awesome. You guys can see all the ones that I have right here. I can go ahead and touch on any of these and just go ahead and save them, copy it to the clipboard and save it to my camera roll. That's if I didn't save it before, but I save it here. And this is where's the last one? These are the last two that I saved right here. You guys can see those are the last two right there. But I can go ahead and hit list. It's gonna bring them up in a list fashion, so you guys can see they're here in the list fashion. I can edit and delete any of these, which I prefer to see it in the sexy scrolling fashion. I love this fashion right here. I love how this is doing. You can go ahead and touch this if you want to save that image. If you don't want to go ahead and touch it like that, you can also touch this button here, or you could just go ahead and delete the image or delete our images. I don't want to delete any of my images. I'm just going to leave them right there. Now you guys are probably saying, how does this look when you actually send it out or you save it or whatever? So there's a button down here which you can go ahead and share to Twitter. I think if I was logged into Dropbox or my image chat, I can also share. There would be the shared option, but I have those off, so the shared options aren't there. You can go ahead and copy the image, email image, but I'm just gonna go ahead and share it to Twitter, and then after I go ahead and share it to Twitter, we're just gonna go ahead and check it out. So let's just go sexy. Let's put sexy, and then we're gonna hit tweet, send that off. So yeah, tweet sent. Then I'm gonna go over to my Twitter app, scroll up to the top, and you guys can see the photo is right there. So I'm going to touch on it and you guys can actually see how it looks. Super sexy, just like how it looked inside the thing right there. I wish it was they gave you a PNG option because this isn't a PNG photo, but I'm sure those guys will work on that in the future. But that's basically it right there. That's basically all the features. I think I went through everything that's there right now. Yes, shared, all of that jazz. Come on, man, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? So yeah, I went through all of that. Oh, and if you want to do a landscape photo, all you have to do is just go ahead and select any photo that's already in landscape mode. So this photo, I just select that it's in landscape and it automatically flips it over to landscape. You can go ahead and do the same thing over here. So let me just go ahead and do the same thing. I'm going to do an iPhone inside an iPhone inside an iPhone. Oh, damn, that one isn't the correct size. So yeah, I was going to do iPhone inside an iPhone inside an iPhone. Yes, I'm going to use that cliche joke. It's iPhoneception, but that's basically it. This video has already been super long. I just wanted to give you guys a detailed run through. As I said, it's called PreviewMaker. It's inside the ModMyi repo for $1.99. It's a matter of preference if you want to get it or not. With that being said, please rate, comment, subscribe. Have a nice day. Make sure you show that thumbs up button some love. And if you aren't subscribed, what are you waiting on? Hit the subscribe button above. Like my Facebook fan page and follow me on Twitter. I answer questions a lot faster on Twitter than I do on YouTube. Oh yeah, and check out my previous video if you haven't already.